It's time for another late night stream from the one known as CR. Dun, dun, dun. I just made that up. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. I am actually not at home right now. I am away. Away once again. And this might actually. Let me show this real quick here. Like I said, I am away. If you've seen this before, you will recognize who it is. If I've shown this before. So yeah, I'm just over at my buddy's place right now. They're just in their room, snoozing. So I'm trying not to be that loud, but that's why I'm using my headset. So hopefully the volume's good enough. Uncle Al, Molly, meow. How's it going? Hey, by the way, guys. I'll show you guys. I wasn't kidding. See? No, I wasn't joking on what I said earlier this week in my post. I appreciate everyone that dropped by and heard me out on that one. But yeah, see? Still have one on, but yeah. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm just tidying up while I'm, for a little bit, like I said. Well, and of course, right? Just because Uncle Al's here. Yeah, see, where's it today? See? I do have it with me. Of course, it works. Nice. Yeah. Thanks, Uncle Al. But yeah. I figure I'd go live randomly. I don't know. Probably not that long. Probably an hour at most. Just to see. I just wanted to see what was up with everyone. Like I said, I'm still waiting for spring here. It's taking its sweet time here. I swear spring's at dial-up speed here. I'm still waiting. Like, I appreciate everyone that dropped by on the last shorts that I released, which was technically recorded. Well, it's Wednesday right now at the time of this recording. I recorded that back on Monday, earlier this week. It does not look like that outside again. It doesn't look like that whatsoever outside again. Like, it's 20 some Fahrenheit outside right now. Like, if I could show you guys what's outside, but all you would see is just a blur of white. Because, yeah, that's how it is right now for me. Yeah, well, seems like the weather. Just saying, right? Just saying. I mean, like, this is what it is, though, right? That's why I live out west, right? Oh, yeah. Definitely this time around, Uncle Al. Yeah, I know. It's not like the last couple of years where I've been able to, like, even start seeds even before he's, what, 16, right? Yeah, so I've been able to start even earlier than this. Not this time around, right? Like, even if I had a greenhouse and all that stuff to extend the growing period or whatever, right? There is absolutely no way to harden out plants outside right now. There's absolutely no way, right? Even the most hardiest of plants probably wouldn't make it right now. It's it's way too cold. However, it's not supposed to last. But however, that might not last too. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm still waiting. I'm really hoping the back half of this month's way nicer. At least somewhat nicer. I mean, I'll take like 40 Fahrenheit right now. Right? I mean, like, I won't even be picky. I won't even say 60 Fahrenheit. I'll take like 40, 45, 50 Fahrenheit right now. That's supposed to be the normal daytime high for this time of year is like 52, 53 Fahrenheit, not 20 Fahrenheit. It's like like I said, I'm out right now, so I'm not at home. But like I was talking to people today, and it's just like, other people were saying it too. It's just, hey, yeah, it's kind of cold for this time of year. Like, like if you're wearing a winter jacket, you'd be good. But like, because I'm leaving after it gets warmer, right? So I brought a fall type of jacket. I mean, I'm not saying I was cold, but there was windshield and all this stuff. I'm like, so if you weren't wearing something a little bit thicker, it's just like you could feel it today. Like I was just talking to people and they're just like, yeah, 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 right? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, yeah, I hope so, Uncle. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I wouldn't mind some more heat. Like, I swear I saw almost every last thing this month, or eventually will. Like, like right now, I might even see 70 Fahrenheit this month still. Next week, like it'll be way different compared to today. Like next Wednesday, or whatever. Right now, just like so, like I'm seeing every last thing this month almost. On the bright side, we're dodging the freezing rain so far, so it's just been not so bad, I guess. So, like I've seen rain already this month. The white stuff. I still see the white stuff outside. like, like I was starting to see the grass, and it's just like, well, screw that. That's out the window now again. That's gonna take a couple of days at least. I mean, that amount won't linger because there's no ice underneath the snowbank, so it'll melt quite quickly once the temperature rebounds above freezing. The sun comes out and all that stuff, right? I expect most of it to be gone, a good 90% of it at least, by next week. And hopefully the ground temperature will warm up too. Like, I was already seeing flies outside this month, technically. I ain't seen that for a couple of days at least for a while again. There's absolutely no way that they're coming back over right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I gotta drop by Helly's channel and watch that. Yeah, I heard about it. Some other people were mentioning it. I'm like, yeah, so like, yeah, the gardening content might be delayed a little bit. I don't even know when I'm gonna start it. I mean, like I know when I want to start the seeds, but it's just like I gotta wait for it, right? I gotta wait for it. I don't know how long it's gonna take at this rate, right? You know, like I want I want to start seeds when I get back home, but I don't know, man. It's just I don't know, right? I'm just playing it by ear, right? I mean, I'll probably still start seeds no matter what, but at times I've started seeds earlier than this. Then at times I've started seeds around this time, so, but I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong, the majority of the snowbank's gone, right? So it's not like, it's not like I got huge snowbanks outside right now or around the area, right? It's just kind of, this stuff kind of delays it more again, right? Because now it's got to melt again and all that stuff. The ground's got to warm back up again and all that stuff, right? On the bright side, at least it's not a dry April. At least it's not dry. And there's been some other benefits that I've been showing throughout the year. I've noticed it this whole winter season. I'm gonna still say that because technically I know it's spring, but it don't feel like it outside right now. Like if I showed outside, it'd be like, well, you wouldn't see anything because it'd just be white. Yeah, so like, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm just at my buddy's place right now. Oh, I forgot to bring my tripod. Well, my mini tripod. I have my phone adapter that I'm holding, but so also I gotta hold the phone. I mean, like I said, I got stuff. Like I said. Yes, my friend has a cat. And yes, where is it? My stream light that I have. I've had this for so long now. I can barely even see the. See, like you barely see that. Like I can barely even see it. Like you barely see it now. Just like, and that's how long I've had it now, right? I still remember when I got this. Actually, it was gifted to me by a friend, so I've made good use of it. It's definitely been useful. I mean, it's helped me out several times randomly because it's the light source I have with me, right? I may not always have a headlamp. I may not always have and such, but generally speaking, especially like if I plan to be out after dark, away from home for days or whatever, camping and such, whatever, right? I will bring it. Just makes it easy, right? You know, I don't have to rely on my phone light, for example, right? Even though I could use it, but it's not as, how do I say? It's easier to use a flashlight or even a headlamp over a phone light. Is that, and stuff like that. And besides, if I'm, it's kind of hard to talk to someone like on the phone, like if you're holding it like a phone and trying to like wave or see something, like stuff like that. I mean, this is why I like this one, because it's got a reversible clip on it and stuff like that. I could put it on my cap. I mean, I'm wearing a hat right now, so I could just clip it on like a headlamp or a makeshift headlamp. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, my buddy's place is so warm. Oh my gosh, it is incredibly warm. It is. My buddy's got one of those, basement suites. I'm in an apartment building, so technically, so if I wasn't actually here, I'd probably talk louder, but I cannot talk that loud. So I'm using my headset, and we'll see how long I go for. I don't know. If my battery's starting to drop much faster than I realized, so I might have to charge it up. It's a wired headset, but because I'm using the same connection point, I can't charge and use the headset at the same time, or the wired headset at the same time. So, like, if you notice a change in the volume or in the sound, it's because I've changed over to the built in the phone instead of using, said headset. This other headset I used to have that's wireless, right? Well, the mic's not working on that one, so I can still hear it in it, but the microphone's not working anymore, so I can't use it. And of course, it happens after this app updates everything for Bluetooth support. I'm like, really? So I've been using this headset for a while now. I mean, I don't mind it, but for listening or whatever, right? watching videos or watching live streams or whatever, right? It's fine, but for live streaming itself, it's kind of limiting. I almost need like a splitter or something like that, right? Something like that, right? Maybe I'll look into something like that. Because that'd be nice. Actually, that would be nice. I mean, yeah, obviously, a new Bluetooth headset would be nice, but obviously that's gonna be more expensive. So I did bring some snacks. I brought some snacks with me. See, crackers. I kind of like these. You see, you notice that it has two CRs in it. Yeah, I'm just saying. This this live stream's not sponsored by anyone. This is, you know, this is part of my stuff that I brought over, right? Part of some get home bag that I have. It's just sitting on the side right now. You know, couple things, right? I guess I can show parts of it maybe. Yeah. You know what? I'll show parts of it. Not all of it. Hold on. Let me get parts of it out. I will show one part of this. Maybe two. See. This is actually part of it. Yeah, see? I do have one with me on cloud. See? Look. I do have one of these with me. This is a 4x4, I think. Or a 3x4. Yeah, 3x4. You can see that size. Like even earlier, like I had to dip into this because I had to change my bandage that's on my finger right now. It hasn't healed all the way yet. It's starting to, but it's still gonna be a little bit, so. But thank goodness I brought some stuff along with me. If I put this back in my little baggie that I have, there's stuff in. You know, amongst some other things I have, right? Yeah, let's see. And of course, yes, I got these two with me. See? I did bring this too. Alright? Have I had to use them? No. You know, there could be other reasons why I need to use something like that. You know, nitrile gloves, right? Just in case. You know, maybe not even necessary for first aid. Could be something else. I've used them for other reasons, right? You know, maybe something I don't want to directly touch. Oh, wait, you can't see my air quotes. Directly touch. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, right? So that's why I started to bring them. Because sometimes I'm doing something like projects or whatever too, right? And, messing around with stuff, and stuff like that. So, yeah, sometimes I will bring it with me. Why not, right? Take care, Uncle. Have a good night. Yeah, let me just pop this back in my bag here. Oh. I was wondering where the hand sanitizer was. I was looking for it earlier. I'm just like, oh, it fell behind on the backside of my bag. I'm like, because I have my bag open right now. And stuff like that. I got some other stuff with me. I know someone came by to watch that Canadian first aid kit that I've shown a while back, right? They're like, oh, and what did they say? A bandana, right? Well, technically, I do have one with me. Well, I do have one with me. Why not? Why not, right? Just 'cause. Could be useful. Like I said, it's warm in my buddy's place, right? Like, I can use this like a cooling towel if I really wanted to. In which I have done that before, right? The last time I was here, I had to do that. I was just like, it was so warm inside, right? Like, I could go outside and cool off, right? But, you know, just like when I'm sleeping or whatever, right? Just to cool with, right? Like, I never imagined that I needed one at certain times in the summer or, let's say, April, like tonight. But again, it doesn't weigh that much, and well, it's useful, right? So, I think, you know, it's usually I don't need to use it while I'm at home, right? I can do other things or whatever, but because I'm here, you know, I'm limited on options. You know, I don't have my, stuff at home, right? You know, I got stuff what's here at my buddy's place or what's in my bag, right? So I gotta make it work. And keep going here. I have some other stuff with me too. Like I said, actually, I'll bring this out. I was thinking of which one I wanted to use, but I was just like, I've actually brought this one with me. Like, peach, pink type of thing. I've actually shown this in one of the resource hole videos, probably in the last one, but yes, I do have it with me. It's not that heavy. It doesn't take up that much room, so I'm like, yeah, why not? I have to adjust this. Because clearly some of it's come out, so I need to re-spool it here real quick. I don't mind this cordage. I mean, yeah, it's not bank line or paracord, but it's also cordage I found, so like, if I'm not gonna be able to get the cordage back or whatever, I'll be like, I found this. It's okay. It's okay if I have to give it up, right? It's okay if I don't get it back, right? I didn't receive it like the bank line that I received from some of my viewers in giveaway or whatever, right? Or parachute type of cordage, right? That I bought, right? This is cordage I found. If I gotta use it, okay, right? Because when I found this, let's just say I changed the destiny of it. Let's just say it's gonna have a couple more uses, and hopefully maybe help some people out too. You know. Oh, hi. It's my friend's cat. My friend has a cat. Actually, my friend's always had a cat. Right? 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 Come here. See? It's underneath the table, but like I said, see? Friend's cat. Oh. Oh, it's moving away. And I'm hitting my head. Oh. And I just hit my head. Oh. Dang. Cat's kind of camera shy. As soon as I turned on the video, like, no, Sierra, I'm just gonna turn my tail. So yeah, let me just wrap this back up. Actually, now that I think about it more, I think I might I mean, I just have this around a popsicle stick, but I may change this out. I just kind of used what I had right now. It's just like, well, at least it rolls. It's not the perfect spool, but at least it rolls, right? So when you saw this in resource hole video, yeah, I was already carrying it in this bag. There was a time difference between when I scheduled that video. Well, from when I recorded it to when I scheduled it, which was like several months later, right? So I was able to start adding this in, right? And stuff like that. Okay, battery's at 40%. Like I said, I'll probably go to the top of the 1 hour mark, 60 minutes, unless it changes. However, that means I need to charge my phone, but we'll see. Like I said, and I'm kind of glad I checked on this. Oh, oh, you look so adorable. Hey, let's see. Look. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, look at that. So adorable. Oh. I'll just let the cat pee. I like this cat. I mean, my friend used to have another cat before he passed away. He was so adorable. Like, my friend's older cat before this one, right? Used to like it would lick your face. Kind of rough, but it was so adorable. It was just like this little, like, it was so adorable. I miss that cat at times. I feel like it. Oh, I gotta remember not to dangle this cordage on the ground. I know the cat would play with it. I should dangle it on the ground. But I need to fix this spool better. Yeah, I definitely need to fix this spool a lot better than this. But we'll see what I can do with just what I have. Keep it going. Let's still find out. Yeah. You know, this type of stuff is like free ply, right? Twisted. Free strands. Twisted. And like I said, it's like a peachy pink type of color. You know? So, I haven't had to use this for something important yet, or whatever, but I have used this. You know, I've shown this in another video. So, I have quite a bit of it. You know, but since I found this, I have no idea the tensile strength. Now, without doing testing, you know, is it going to be as strong as, like, like paracord or Bankline? No, I know it's not. You know, but I can use it for certain little things if absolutely necessary. And I may use it for one thing, I don't know. I have something I need to tie off. Just sitting on the opposite side of the table right now. But maybe I'll add it on. Put some of this cordage to good use. Among some other things that I'm doing right now. Ugh. Let me check on something here. Alright. It's like quarter to the top of the hour right now, so I know, and I know it's late. Like I didn't even I scheduled this live stream very very late and very not so much notice, but I do appreciate the people that did drop by. You know, even after that, shout out to the replay gang and all that good stuff, right? Probably after this stream, I'll probably watch a couple videos. Actually, there's one video I will watch while I'm doing some other stuff. I'm just tidying up some of my stuff that I have out. Things laid out right now on the table. You know, stuff like that. Like I said, I don't have my tripod. However, you know what I do have? I do have this. I have a selfie stick. And yes, there's tape around it. And yes, it extends out. Alright? Fits over my camera. I mean my stand on my camera that I'm using right now, but yeah. Cause right now, I won't say for certain. I may record a video before I leave. So that's why I brought this. We'll see if I actually do it. I mean, don't quote or hold me to it, but I've been thinking about it even before I left, even before I came over here. I was like thinking, I'm like, there may be a window of opportunity, so I brought it, right? We'll see. Because I know temperature dictates how long I can record outside for. Like, right now, a little less. But if the temperature actually gets above freezing, then a little bit longer. Right? Because, like, the last... When was that? Yeah. The previous Friday to this date, which would have been, what, 5 days ago? Like, the 11th? No. Or the 10th. Anyways, on that Friday video, right? Even at that temperature that I was saying in that video, I was still having problems with my camera and my phone getting cold in that temperature, right? So that's another reason a lot of the time you won't see long extended clips during the winter scenes that I have. I have to keep them very very short at times, right? You know, and sometimes I'm actually holding the phone because my hand's actually keeping the phone warm, right? Like I'm taking it out of the stand just for that reason. Because I'm like, well, you know, at least I have some footage to use, right? I mean, it is what it is. Like, at times, you know, I'm not cold yet, but my device is, right? Or I gotta warm it back up and stuff like that. Like, I remember when I was doing that video, I was just like, my battery dropped so fast, right? I actually had to turn it off, warm it back up. Then, instead of going from like, because when I was recording it was like 70 to like 20. But as soon as I warmed it back up, it was like back into that 60 range, right? More the usual normal range for the battery, right? So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Because I was going somewhere, I'm just like, this extended scene that I did for like, what, was actually 2 minutes of recording, but I think I only used like 60 seconds of the footage, right? Where I was walking across and all you saw was snow. White? Yeah. Well, it was windy and yeah. So, I mean, I tried to use as much of the footage as I want, but it is what it is, right? So, I want some other things. I'll show something here. I won't show the kit, but I will show parts of it. I don't... because I do bring this with me every so often. Maybe not always this one, but this right here, right? So a needle, neodymium magnet, and some safety pins. Just have this on here. I think that's a magnet from like headphones or something like that. I can't remember per se. It was probably a larger style headphones or something like that. Something I reclaimed rare earth magnet on. I mean, it keeps the sewing needle and the safety pins together. So, and if I drop the sewing needle, I can use the magnet to quote unquote find it. I've done it several times, right? Where I can't even see it, right? Even with a flashlight, but I'm like, use a magnet and I'm just like, all I hear is like, ding. Well, you know what I mean? It's not that loud, but I can feel it, kind of sense it. It's like, like where it just, like, it's like, oh, there it is, all right. Like, I remember this one time, I was at our friend's place, right? They have carpet. I dropped the sewing needle on the carpet, right? I was like I know I just dropped it. I know that I didn't go far. It didn't just walk off, right? It took me so much longer to find it, right? You know, this is before I started using the magnets to hold the sewing needle in these things, right? I was just like, yeah, maybe there's a reason why I decided to go with the magnet now. It's just like, because if I had the magnet at that time, all I had to do was just run it across the whole ground, and eventually, because it didn't fly off, it's within like 3 feet. I just have to scan the area with the magnet, and eventually maybe it'll be like, pick it up, right, and stuff like that. So yeah, let's put this back on here. Apparently, I need to check on this because I can't get it back in now. Alright, let's try this again. Well, good enough. Good enough. A very, very simple repair kit. Very, very simple. Nothing too fancy. Basically, something to sew with, something, and some tape, really, in a nutshell. You know, could be any kind of tape, really. Honestly, it's drawing or whatever, right? Could be hockey tape, whatever, sports tape, right? I got this here cordage I could potentially use if I wanted to, but because I've not all the time. I've had to actually use sewing stuff on the road because, let's see, like even this one time I went camping, right? There was issues with some of the, chairs, right? Those foldable chairs and stuff like that. Well, I had to mend one to get on, literally in the field, like literally, right? But it's because I had the tool, right? The sewing needle, you know. I can improvise the thread to a certain degree or whatever, but it's kind of hard to improvise a sewing needle, right? To a certain degree, right? Especially if I'm trying to fix like a lawn chair or a camping chair, those folding chairs, right? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, right? Because it happens, right? I mean, it was mine, but I was just like, I'm like, well, okay, alright. I like at first I'm like, well, I don't know, I don't need it, and I'm like, well, I guess this time around is worth it, you know. The one I have, it fits my hand, right? It does not take up that much room. Like, I could just put it in my pocket, it would just disappear, right? I could put it in one small compartments in a bag or whatever, it would disappear, kind of deal, right? You know, stuff like this is actually like I can actually palm this, right? And feel like yeah, it is useful. I mean, I haven't specifically used this one yet for the items, but you know, it doesn't take up that much room and it gives me some options. Just something I'm trying out. This new way of containing them, right? Just something I had. You know what's funny? I just noticed something. There's this like quote unquote numbers on this because it's part of some error packaging. I just realized it has CR in it. It says 90 CR 10 11. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I was just like, I never noticed that when I was making this. Like, I was just like, of all things, right? You know? Like, seriously, it does, right? So I kind of, it's kind of funny how I never noticed that until I just took a look right there. I'm like, oh, go figure. Go figure. Go figure. Where am I at? 40 minutes in. And my battery's dropping faster than I would like. Once again, may actually have to unplug my. I'm changing mics. It's gonna sound different because I had to plug in my phone. Because I'm down to 27%. So it'll sound much different compared to my wired headset, but like I said, I don't have a splitter for this. And my Bluetooth headset, the mic's not working, so I cannot use it. Like, I can't even, like, do any kind of voice with it, right? I can still hear on it, right? So I can still watch live streams, videos, whatever, right? But shorts, stuff like that, but I cannot speak into it. Like, it's charging on the side right now. Because I'm using one of those headphone jack adapters and stuff like that for like, a wired headset, right? So, I mean, it sounds fine for wired headset, but it's still wired, and I can't use it with my charger at the same time because it needs the port, right? It needs its connection port and stuff like that, right? So I'm just like, yeah. Make sure my phone's still charging though. It says it's going up, yeah, as long as it keeps going up. But that means I'm tethered to an outlet, even if, I got battery banks with me, obviously, right? Because usually if I'm on the road, quote unquote on the road, right, away from home, could be like camping or whatever, away for more than an overnighter, even if it was an overnighter too, right? I would still bring at least one battery bank. Maybe not necessarily the bigger ones, the heavier ones, depending on what I'm doing, right? If I'm out camping or I'm gonna be away, away from an outlet, not at a friend's place, right? And stuff like that. That's why I bring at least the smaller one, right? At least give me some sort of emergency charge into my device if I need it, right? Because the last time I did that video, which was not that long ago, at the time of this live stream would have been the last video up on the channel, right? I was just thinking to myself, maybe I should have brought the battery bank, right? I was thinking it, right? I could have turned around and got it, right? I didn't need it apparently, but I was just like, yeah, this time around I'm bringing one, right? Like, it's sitting across the table for me. I can actually see it. It's just sitting in the box right now. Just wanna, You know, I've shown some of them before, so you know, we all know what they do and what they are, right? You know, it's just a smaller capacity one. Just case, right? Yeah. You know, at least my battery's going on. Nice. Nice. Maybe I can go a little bit longer. Maybe a little bit longer. You know, and I brought some little things with me, right? Little snacks with me, right? Just in case if I needed something, right? And some other things with me. Some consumables. You know, food, water, right? I know what you guys are thinking, but hey, Seer, aren't you at your buddy's place? Right? Oh, yeah. What? I got snacks. Right? You guys know how much I like my food. You know how much Sierra likes to crave some food, right? So, like, that way I can be like, I have my own snacks to a certain degree, right? So, I will say this. I did, well, I weighed myself with and without my pack. Well, it was in my hands, but let's just say it's, and this includes some water I had in a bottle. It's just sitting in the fridge right now, right? But, and the consumables, like the food part, right? Stuff like that. It obviously it will change once I consume it and all that stuff. It is around like, I don't know, 12 and a half, maybe 13 pounds at most, right? Give or take, right? Now I do actually have to bring stuff back, apparently too, so it might be still around the same weight, minus the consumables, just because I'm bringing something else back. Apparently no, apparently no, because it's sitting in a bag right now. It's sitting in a bag. I would tell you guys, but it may show up in a video, so if you remember this part later on, you'll be like, oh yeah, CR mentioned it in a live stream randomly on his late night stream. He didn't mention much about it, but he said something about it, right? Because it's sitting in the bag right now. I can see it. I had to repack it. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, let's just say. I'll cover it in a different video. Maybe in a live stream, but for sure in the video. You'll have to wait for that. And if you know how I am, I just gave you guys a sneak peek. If you know me enough, you know how I like to use my words very nicely. So yeah. Ooh, like yes, my battery's at 31. It's going up at least, and I'm already at that almost 50-minute mark. And I'll keep going. Why not? Why not? Maybe if I stream, maybe I'll get some stuff done too while I'm at it. I will show one thing. I will show one thing here. I gotta pull it out though. I haven't been using these, by the way. And it probably has CR in it too, but you know, those containers I've been cleaning out, which I've shown specifically with peanut butter. Well, you know what? You know what? It is with me right here. See? See? I told you it's got CR in it, technically. Right? Technically it does, right? And yes, this is probably that one that I've shown. Yeah, see? It's dated back for 2022, technically. Yeah, right? So, I've had this for over 4 years. Give or take, right? So, this is one of the smaller ones, right? But I use this to put my stand in that I'm using. I'm holding the stand, so, you know, you can't see it, but it's just one of those things that I have, because I needed something to keep it, so it would kind of keep it together. I mean, I put other things in there, right, and fit it in whatever it is, right, but just to keep it together, right, in my bag. adapter for the phone, right? To connect it to like a tripod or a selfie stick or whatever, right? You know, that has the threads to fit onto that kind of stuff, like tripod I showed earlier, right? And of course, I can, put a smaller battery bank into and, and such, right? And kind of have something, right? For example, it's easy enough and I can bring it up. I'm not saying it's gonna be like super, super durable, right? you know, that's not meant. It's not that to be squish proof, but just to keep it more organized, and it's a little bit better than using a box, right? But it doesn't take up that much room. So I'm just like, yeah, why not? Like the last time I was here, and the last several times I've used this bag, I'm actually like, yeah, I've used it. Like, just to show you guys here, for a size comparison here, it does, right? Look, that cordage knife showed standard popsicle stick, yeah. So you get what I mean. This is the smaller PV type of container. But yeah, as you saw, and yes, Ranger bands. Right? So, there's 2 things right there that I just reused. Actually, 3. No, actually 4. What am I saying? All 4 of them. All 4 of them. And maybe even 5. Technically. But yeah. The cat's clawing at my friend's furniture. I can just hear. All I hear is these claw. It's like this. Well, I guess I think I'll make a nice warm drink in a little bit here. I still have a few things I want to do here. I mean, for me right now, this is kind of like a mini vacation. you know, some time away for a little bit. Where I can gather my thoughts once again, right? Stuff like that. For a little bit of time, right? Still thinking about other things, right? Home things and stuff like that. But in the meantime, I'm focusing on right now, here, right? Like, I, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get the gardening stuff out for you guys, videos and stuff like that. You'll have to wait. I still have to wait. I still have to wait. Like, if my phone picks up more power, I might be able to show it. It's quite, well, actually, technically, it is cold outside for this time of year. I mean, for April. I mean, this temperature wouldn't be so bad in December, January, but it is not December or January right now. It's the middle of April. We're on the back half of April right now, right? This is colder this time of year. Like I said earlier, it's supposed to be like above 50 Fahrenheit during the day. Above 10 Celsius during the day. Like, normal range is like above freezing now, right? So like anything below freezing, especially at night or a daytime high below freezing, it is considered cold for this time of year. Relatively speaking, right? Like, I've been talking to some, I heard people like in the US and stuff like that, right? You know, on their live streams and side chats, and they're like, everyone's talking about like 70 Fahrenheit, 80 Fahrenheit, right? It's just like, and they're like, hey CR, what's the temperature there? I'm like, I saw 32, right? Or something like that. And they're like, dang CR, right? I do appreciate people that are trying to send some warm thoughts over, right? And I do realize some other people are going through stuff too, so, you know, I live in certain areas, right? You know, issues with flooding and stuff like that, right? Maybe even evacuating because, you know, as a precaution, right? You know, I dropped by their channel, watched content, even watched their post, right? You know, stuff like that. Because, especially for something like that, I'll try to give my time as much as possible. I might not always watch everyone's content. I might not always be there, but at certain times, if it's important enough, if it's really important enough, I will make the time. All right, I'll try to make the time. Right, because you know, and come over and well, give some support, especially to certain things that are more important. Right, because you know, if you're vacuuming because of flood, yeah, you're stressed out, right? So I would imagine so. Just like, I wrote something on my community board, right? People would drop by. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, right? So I always appreciate those warm ones, and because of that, I'm gonna try to give that too. Right? Like I've said many times in many ways, right? You cannot help everyone out there, but you can help someone in some form or fashion, right? Even if it's just moral support, words, right? I mean, I try to choose my words and stuff like that, but, maybe it's not directly financial aid. Maybe it's not even through speech, right? Maybe it's just through text on the screen, text on, on your phone, right? But I try to give something in there, right? Less generic comment, but more, heartful. Yes, right? I guess that's the word I'm looking for, right? Because, I know it matters. Let's see here. Where am I? 37%. Yeah, screw it. I'll keep going. Why not? I'm recharging my phone anyways. Might as well keep going now. Maybe get some stuff done while I'm at it. Yeah. No, these crackers, I have the tendency to bring them on the road with me. That's why I have them. Right? The caloric intake's not that high, right? It's only 120 per package, right? And, I can add this into peanut butter, jam, cheese, whatever, right? Plain, without any topping or whatever, right? Is it the best choice? Maybe not, but it's still something, and it's like, how can I say this? It's not like a full bag of crackers, because these are individual, but it also means that, I can just pull one out and break it open and have something, right? Snack on the road or whatever, right? Maybe if I'm walking or whatever, right? Like even earlier, I was just talking and doing some stuff. I was just like, because I had like an older one that I was cycling in, in terms of like first in, first out, right? So I cycled it in now. I mean, I've already consumed it, but I was just like, just kind of having it, right? You know, I didn't want to waste that, right? And it was still good. Let's just say, it was still good. I think it was sitting in my like, where was that? I can't show the package because I already threw it out, but like it doesn't even look like this is the one I just showed. It's the newer packaging design, right? Like the one I had earlier was like the older packaging design. I was just like, because I was doing some inventory and stuff like that. I was just checking on some stuff. I was just like, this airbag that I have or certain things or whatever. I was just checking on it. I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good time to cycle that out, right? Cycle something newer in, right? And use the old stuff. You know what I mean, right? Especially if it's food. If whenever possible, right? You know, use your own best judgment, right? If it's too far gone, it's too far gone, right? Right? You know, you guys are adults out there or whatever, right? You know, understand that, right? What? I was just like, yeah. So I cycled it in, right, for consumption, and I put a new one back in its place. So, if I have to dip into said that system or whatever, I know that I just cycled a new one in back in April of 2026. And maybe it's 2027 July. It won't be that bad. Right? It's not that old. You know what I mean? Ooh, my battery's at 40% though. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure I put some of this stuff back here. No, I got a little charging cables with me. It's part of what I bring, right? Just the short ones that I bring. You know. What is this? Type B, Type A, whatever. Type C. Yeah, just the mini ones. Nothing too special. Basically, these would be for like the battery banks and stuff like that. Maybe something else I have, right? I use a different cord to charge my phone, right? That I'm using right now to record the stream. You know, like it's actually right here. Yes, it's right there. Yeah, as I'm charging it. And let me make sure. Yeah, I think I'm back. I'm back, right? I don't know how that happened. I'm pretty sure I've gone back. It's just like, I swear, as soon as I said it. Oh, I've never had the prison app crash on me like that. It must be the heat in here. I mean, you know, hold on one sec. I don't usually do this. Hold on. I didn't think, I guess my phone's overheating. Yeah, maybe my phone is overheating. I didn't place was now warm. And there we go. Yeah, welcome back. Thank you. Well, because I know over on StreamYard, like, unless you end the stream, right, or whatever, right, even if you get disconnected, if you get a grace period of time to come back in, right, and it'll just kind of buffer the last little bit until you come back, right. Well, I didn't realize that the Prison Live app apparently doesn't. As far as I could tell, I'm not checking this. That was at the top. That was at that hour mark. I know it, or just past it. So I was just like, you know what? Why not? Yeah, it was like saying about these charging cables. I can't believe that. It's like, really? As soon as I say it, oh, by the way, it crashed. I just looked down. I was just like, I'm back on my desktop, on my device looking. I'm like, really? I can't believe it happened at the same time as I speak of it. Right? I'm just like, really? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah. Since my device is kind of warm right now, maybe I'll show you guys outside. You have to wait for a sec. Remember, I'm not at home, and I'm in a building, and I don't wanna, and it's late. I don't wanna use my outdoor voice at the moment, so that's why I'm not talking as loud, and I'm literally right next to my device talking. Hold on a sec. Let me put on a jacket here. But yeah, since I have like 40% on this, why not? And besides, I am gonna double check the stream after and see how the buffering was and when I showed stuff. I know exactly how long it took. I know exactly how long it took. I'll show you guys here. Hi. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Yeah. Alright. Grab my shoes here. You know, I was debating on bringing winter boots. Well, I didn't. Not this time. Like I said, I don't even have a winter jacket. I have a wool sweater and a fall jacket. I'm trying to be quiet here. I'm not gonna go far because I don't know how far the Wi-Fi range is. I should have brought my friend's keys. Yeah, it's okay. I can buzz myself back in. Yeah, I will show you guys here. Yeah. Hold on, I hear something. Spatial awareness, right? Okay. I told you, this is totally different from the shorts I showed earlier because it's not on the same day. The shorts was done earlier this week. All this came tonight. Alright, that's real snow. That's real snow. Alright. You could see some of the grass underneath. So yeah, alright. Alright, I think yeah, I'm pretty sure my phone's okay. Cooled off once again. Just pulling into it. Oh man, it's chilly out here. Hold on a sec. I gotta let myself in, hold on. Okay, I didn't want you guys hearing a bunch of buzzing. So we're back in. I'm not trying to be so loud. Alright. Hey, little cat. Shut the door here. Yeah. Double check the timer. I think it's almost on an hour, isn't it? Yeah. I'll probably go for a couple more minutes. So yes. And besides, I want to double check the stream after. Let's see. Because like I said, I'm familiar with the StreamYard, although I've never had this issue over on the Prism Live app. So I want to see if it can join it there and do all the stuff, because I haven't had it happen. Like I said, when I reopened the app, it's like, oh, you have an active YouTube stream session, right? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I clicked it back onto it. It's right. My phone was definitely cooled off a bit. Actually, I even cooled off. Right? So maybe there was a good reason for that. Yeah? Apparently my phone was telling me, Sierra, I'm getting warm. Can you take me outside and cool me off? Right? Oh, my friend's cat is just sitting across the hallway from me. Oh. He's just looking at the door. Come on. You wanna come over? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, a couple more minutes. Yeah, a couple more minutes. I won't go that much longer. Oh, hold on a sec. Alright, well, apparently my friend just got up, so I'm gonna end the stream now. So I appreciate everyone dropping by. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you all next time. Later, everyone.